Yeah, that's right. I did a Hillary today. Welcome to the Collapse Experiment, where I discuss the current situation and the collapse that we are experiencing while drinking my coffee. So I don't know if it's coincidence or if it really has anything to do with this, my new phone, but ever since I got a new phone, my Google Gmail cloud accounts, all the digital ones and zeros that are out there involving me, I keep getting these notifications saying your storage is almost full, and I'm like, what? What storage? I don't know what you're talking about. So this morning I opened up my email because there was something that I actually wanted to check, and it said, your storage is full. You can no longer send or receive emails. You need to either upgrade, which the only option on there seemed to just be give us money and we'll stop having your digital stuff being held at ransom. And then there was like, or you could clear out some of your storage, which ended up being a huge, long process, pain in the ass. A very long, horrible process that was a pain in the ass. And this is where I get to Hillary Clinton, because I'm like, she deleted how many emails? I'm sure that she personally didn't delete these emails, but having just gone through and cleaning out years, and I'm talking several years of emails, that this is not an easy task. And unless she took a shotgun to like some server that was housing her emails, which is probably what happened, um, yeah, this was what, probably like a several hour long ordeal. And then staffers came up missing afterwards. That's kind of weird. So at first I'm like, well, shit, there's probably important stuff in there, right? No, I started going through the numbers, and you should probably do this too because there's three categories with your Gmail. There's your actual inbox, the stuff that is sent to you by people that you probably know or companies that you interact with. Then there's your social folder, which is Facebook and Instagram and all these other places that you explore online, sending you notifications to say, hey, please come back because that's how we make money. And I have yet to find a way to actually stop getting this shit sent to my email. Because that was 23,000 emails right there alone, was just the social stuff that I literally never check. Then there's the promotional garbage. 43,000 emails of promotional garbage I never asked for from companies I had never heard of. And if I had heard of them, I never would have like clicked on anything. This is why I don't like giving out my email address to anyone ever under any circumstances. It's also why I created two other email accounts. So yeah, I went through and I just there was one email in particular with a code in it that I felt like I should probably have in order to not lose a program that I use frequently on my computer. And then I was just like, well, at this point, I'm probably going to have to update the program anyways. So even if something happened to my computer, something happened to that program, I'm just going to dish out the $50 or whatever and get the newer version. It's just something I would have to do. So I just went ahead and like hit select and yes, I'd like to delete all 20 some thousand emails in this folder and then I sit back and watch as my computer just freezes, does nothing while Google is going through and let's face it, they're not erasing anything. They're just moving it to their server so they can blackmail you later for getting some email about some fleshlight or something that you never asked for. Yeah, that's really what's going on, because you don't own your data. Then they're going to charge you to hold the data that they're going to hold on to anyways and hand over to the federal government, like the NSA, to use against you later. Or just make shit up. So yeah, a few hours later, all 60, 70,000 plus emails are now gone. Sure, there will be like some congressional hearing about it and how I'm not allowed to do that or some shit. Because after all, deleting emails is bad. At least that's what I'm told. Gotta hold on to that stuff, right? And you gotta pay us to hold on to that, because you can't possibly remember all the stuff that's in there. Actually, I feel kind of good. It's almost like, I open this and it's like, it's almost like reclaiming my virginity. It's like you go to check your email and there's only 2 or 3 in there, and it's like, wow, I'm kind of starting all over again. All that horrible garbage that was sent my way beforehand is now gone, and sometimes it's just nice to have a fresh start. So that's it. I did a Clinton today, and I feel kind of good about it. There's nothing better than, well, aside from starting a whole new email address, but yeah, going through and just wiping out all that stuff. It's, as far as I know, it's gone. Having a nice, fresh, clean slate to look at every time I go in there. I just wish that Gmail and Google would make the process a hell of a lot easier, aside from the garbage setup that they have now. No, you don't have to ask me 10 times, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to delete this? You know you can stop this at any time, right? You really don't have to. Could you just pay us the 50 cents a month we're asking for to hold your crap? Could you? That's really what it comes down to. They just want you to pay for something that they offered you for free to begin with, that they collect anyways, and spread your data for money. They take your data and they sell it to other people. How do you think I ended up with 43,000 promotional ads? It's not shit that I signed up for. It's Google said, hey, we know that this guy searched for this. You might want to add him to your email address, your list, when you're sending out stuff, send it to this guy, because he accidentally clicked on something while searching on Google. Because that's what we signed up for. To be consumers. Why do I know what a convey is? So yeah, if you're looking for something to do and you want to possibly, don't do it on a phone. By the way, that was like the first hour of my day, was getting that notification, then trying to like clean stuff out on your phone. It's not designed to be cleaned out on your phone. Get your laptop out or go to that desktop computer that you're gonna have to wipe the dust off of, and unless you're a gamer, then wipe the jizz off of that. And you're going to have to go in on the actual website and start clicking on some things. And yes, hit select. And yes, I'd like to delete. Yes, I'm sure I'd like to delete. No, I don't want to change my mind. Delete. And yeah, if that's how you feel like spending the first half of your day, I highly suggest it. Afterwards, you actually feel pretty good. It's almost like getting an enema or a colonic. Just flush that shit out. Keep on typing.